I like my tea strong. Every day I drink pour. It is my favorite tea. Neutral, it is good for the spirit and good for health. It is said that if you want to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first create the universe. The same goes for a cup of tea, a jewelry piece, a sculpture, you and me. When I work on a creative idea, I question myself all the time. I ask myself, why? It is also important to find out how. For example, how to set the stones, how to build a solid structure, how to carve a light path, how to convey the story. But it's only when I know why that it becomes meaningful to know how. All I want is to be creator. It doesn't matter what I create as long as I get to create. I began as a gemstone carving apprentice in 1973. Poor and uneducated, I did not know what art was. I only knew that I need the skill to survive. But when I saw a piece of malachite, the first piece of stone in my life, something changed in my mind. I was bewitched by their patterns, the colors, their texture. After 9 months in the workshop, I felt that I had to leave. Their tasks were repetitive. It was all about imitation. It was no room for creativity. I wanted to create. I set up a floating table and 2 chairs by the escape of the building I lived in. I was 17 years old. After creating for 45 years, I am now 63 years old. My beard is long. I stopped saving 20 years ago. I wanted to save time. I prefer to spend all my time on my creations as much as possible. People know me as a jewelry creator, but I have never stopped carving. I have never stopped making sculptures. After inventing the Wallace Cut in 1987, I became obsessed with innovation. Today, I have titanium that is colorful, light, and bio-friendly for my jewelry and large-scale sculpture. I also have the Wallace Chan Porcelain, a material 5 times stronger than steel. I keep pushing until I see new light, new life. Porcelain is more than 2,000 years old, but it has always been fragile and breakable. I remember breaking a porcelain spoon at 5 years old and being punished by my grandmother for it. I did not cry. I only thought, if only the spoon did not break. The key is on aligning the melting points of the different components that make up the porcelain powder. Each piece needs to be fired and carved repeatedly to fight the shrinkage that happens in the firing process. It took me 7 years to solve the mystery, and now with the Wallace Chan Porcelain, I know my spoon will not break.